Personal experience. Is it a good evidence when it comes to prove supernatural? You are on this channel and probably you're faced with people who try to prove existence of a god through personal experience. Or maybe it's you who tries to do that. What is good evidence? If a god talks to you in your dream, does that mean God really exists? Is it a good evidence? For some people, yes, it is. But for others, it's really a bad evidence. By the way, what is evidence? Simply facts, signs, or objects that make you believe that something is true. For scientists, this data is collected through scientific methods. When it comes to God, we don't have such evidence so far. Then, how can we know that there is a relation between what people experience and what really exists? The answer is disappointing. We cannot know if there is no data that we can test clearly. The dream example. If you had such a dream and that's all, the God in your dream didn't give you any information that you can check while you're awake. Do you think it's rational to think that it was really God? For me, no. I cannot think based on the dreams that I had. So far, we don't have justification to suggest that dreams are the evidence of something supernatural in our reality. I see that our reality shapes our dreams. There's a connection between them, and only thing you can derive from your dreams is your mental states. You or someone else can analyze those dreams and understand that something in your life affects you heavily. Dreams can mirror such reality, but we don't see examples beyond that. What about other personal experiences? It doesn't have to be a dream. For example, people who are meditating, they claim to have experience with God. Can we check? According to them, we can. But I don't agree. What they ask from you is following the same steps that they followed. They are so sure that they experience something, and I don't have a problem with that. I believe in many of them. My problem is about understanding that whether that experience is only in their minds or beyond. When I try to test it, they force me to travel all the path that they followed, and I don't need it because I believe you have the experience and we can use it. To be more clear, assume that I came from a tribe where the concept of money doesn't exist. I came to your city, you were from my village, and you tell me that, hey man, to survive here you need to earn money, and to earn money you should work as I work. Hmm, okay, what is money? How can I know your claim is true? Can you show me the money and the way you survive with that thing? No, man. First, you have to wake up in the morning and go to this place and work there and repeat this for a month, and then you will get the money. You don't have the money? Yes, I have, but I cannot show it to you. You should earn it by yourself. That doesn't make sense, right? We know that if you do it, you will get it. Why those people who have claims about spiritual experience are so confident? Because they know that people can get that experience too, like in the example. Is it surprising? No, because if you train yourself in a specific method, you can get similar results. Why we can get similar results? Because we are similar. Our brains and how it works, all these things are similar. Very basic example. Imagine you try to hold your breath. After 3 minutes, you may get dizziness if you are not a diver, and there are many other symptoms that you may get. If you have never tried to do that, and if I explain what will happen to you, and when you try and get the same results, will you think that I discovered something very mysterious? You shouldn't. This example was something you don't need to train yourself. Let's have a better example then. Imagine there is a place where no one has six packs there. You can think that they're so inactive and that's why they don't have those visible muscles. You tell them, hey, if you train in this way, then you will see six bumps here on your belly. They will train and they will get similar results. Do you think six packs are the god of those people? No, right? You may think that this is not a fair analogy. I agree. But I want to show you that we can train our body and mind. Maybe those people who claim that it's necessary to train the mind to access another reality are right. The problem is they are not able to demonstrate a consistent data that we can test. Me experiencing a feeling is not a good evidence for the reasons that I mentioned. When you ask those people specific questions, answers are always vague. Their God is so ambiguous. Maybe it's my bad to assume that their God has some consciousness similar to us, and most of them they even don't claim that their God is the creator of this universe. Some believers have more clear definition for their gods, and their experience are also specific and clear. In that case, it's easier to analyze. If it's an Abrahamic God, I ask them if they have a test mechanism. If that's really the creator of the universe, it wouldn't be too much to ask to that God if there are other beings like us in this universe and where they live. So far, none of them gave such an information that we can check. They bring many excuses, like this is not the way God works, or then it wouldn't be test anymore. But how can I understand it's not your imagination? Or how can you understand it wasn't a dream or some delusion? Another example which doesn't require practice is some drugs. They cause some spiritual experience. No need to mention much about it because we have same problems. We don't have any mechanism to test whether the God that they experience is beyond their imagination or not. If you ask the person to check 3 questions that you give, you will hear many excuses. Anyway, let's come to the end. I don't think any personal experience is a good evidence if you cannot check the information that comes from that experience. I believe that many of them had some sort of experience, but the problem is they don't give you a test mechanism to understand whether it's beyond our brains or not. Some give you, but as I mentioned, in that case you spend a lot of time and train your brain and you get something very ambiguous. It's up to you to decide what is a God, but it is just more confusion. That experience is not open to any external verification. If you are happy with that experience and not trying to convince others with it, I don't have a problem. As I said, maybe you are right. Just it's not convincing to me. If you have experience that we can test, please let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe also. Take care and see you in the next video.